very much in control. Use the pace, use the bounce. And very well cleared. The boundaries well cleared. 10 runs in the over so far with 1 ball to go. 13 fours and 3 sixes embedded in this innings. Short third in, a deep fine leg on the boundary. Slower delivery, and they will get a single. 11 runs off that over. 123 for 6. In the LPL 2026 edition, we've had some good crowds. Yesterday was outstanding, a magnificent crowd, the wonderful opening ceremony, the drone show, the light show. Dushan Hemanta continues. 15. Yeah, it's been wonderful, very impressive opening ceremony yesterday, Maha. Some well-known musicians and a lot to cheer about, and a lot of entertainment, beauty, variety, and a good game of cricket. Right, so a quick reminder, that's FitSair. They focus on safe, reliable and on-time hassle-free travel. You can enjoy with confidence. That's FitSair for you.
Angelo Matthews is holding 1 over of Wanidhu Hasaranga. I think that's for sure to bowl in the power blast. That's going to come up next over and the 17th. As captains, you've got to make sure you pre-plan all those. That's a shot. That's a shot and a half by Reza Hendricks. A powerful sweep shot to bring up Reza Hendricks' half century in just the 33rd delivery.
Yeah, brilliantly done. The 4th 50 in LPL in just 7 innings. He's been in very good, Reza Hendricks, and he is going to be the main stay as far as the double team is concerned. The double sixes are, a lot will depend on him going into the last 5. It's better, slower, slightly fuller, played off the back foot. You know, turn that time. Last ball of the over from Dushan Hemanta's spell. He will concede a single. It's a very good spell for the leg spinner. 2 for 26 in 4. Double of 129 for 6. Down to the power blast, the 16th and 17th overs, which means just 4 fielders inside that 30-yard circle. Tushar has gone for 19 in his first 2 overs, but he's got 2 wickets. Putting at a challenging time with the power blast with 1 less fielder outside the 30-yard circle. So he's got the long off and the rest on the leg side. Short third, short fine in, long on, deep mid wicket and a deep square leg. Those are the 4 for Nuwan Tushar. They're Good first delivery. Almost a dot, just a single.
A slower delivery to start. The ball, I thought, the last bit dipped. Fox the batter, yeah, confirmation that's the off cutter. Inside edge. Had the right intention there. Riza and Briggs trying to go with the turn towards mid wicket. 16 and 17th overs, that's the confirmation. Only 4 fielders outside. As Shana Bisingha confirmed, the 4 fielders at long off, long on, deep mid and deep square leg. And Duan Tushara against Gopadi name got to be straight as possible.
Oh, good fielding, really good fielding, Angelo Matthews. That was 4. Into the gap, no fielders behind that ring. And the skipper has been outstanding on the field, hasn't he?
That's the second time he saves the boundaries. 6 runs been saved by Angelo. The first one to his right, this occasion to his left. Leading by example. Not a good delivery by Duan Tushara. We have said the off stump with all 4 fielders in the offside behind square in the circle.
Now this time it is high and it is safe. Wanindu Hasaranga made a desperate effort to try and get to it. I hope he's all right. I hope Wanindu Hasaranga is all right. Pavis Maroof, what's going on? Wanindu Hasaranga ran in. Just take a look at this. He was looking to go over the top. Henricks, he hit it very high. And then I'll let Pavis Maroof take you through the next.
Probably just felt something in his leg. No ball. It's been confirmed. That's going to be a free hit. But the big damage maybe. It's a close call. Line belongs to the umpire. When it lands, probably nothing behind the line. And looking how things have panned out. And every fielder 30 yard got to be around the 30 yard circle. Here comes the free hit.
Well, that time he gets away with it. And now he's coming. Now, in the power blast, you've got to have just 4 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. That's a wide. It's a wide. So we were talking about having 4 fielders outside that 30-yard circle, but just keep an eye on Angelo Matthews. He needs to be in the 30-yard circle as the bowler delivers. He's outside the line. He's standing just outside the 30-yard circle. That's fine, but he can walk in as the bowler delivers. The question is, does he walk in? Does he get into the 30-yard? Hits it hard. Only a single. Maybe we can show you as the bowler runs in and delivers where the fielder is. Whether he's outside the 30 circle or whether he's actually within that area. See, this is what we're talking about. Just keep an eye. Is he in or is he out?
Yeah, definitely is out. And this is I think the third umpire can interfere with so much technology available. And why not? Send the message to the on-field umpires and call it a no ball.
If they can call no balls from where they are, they can surely keep an eye out for these little things. It's not little, but then it's a trespass where you cannot do it. Again, this is what we're talking about, the last delivery. Yeah, he's clearly outside the 30-yard circle, so which means, in theory, Candy are having 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle when they can have only 4.
It can be a feet or 2 feet. Outside is outside. Has to be inside, and this is where I feel game of cricket has come a long way with the help of technology. It has to be even more slow delivery. And Wanidhu Hasaranga was quite worried in the last sprint he did. Looks like he's fine, spinning across and saving a boundary there. End of the 16th, 138 for 6.
Hendricks is playing a really good hand here for Dambola. He said he understands situations. It would have been so easy for him to feel as though the scoreboard wasn't going anywhere and he could have thrown it away. But he's got 54 from just 38 deliveries, so he's stringing it up here at 142. He's played a really good hand here.
But contemporary cricket, when you talk about franchise cricket, they want dashes in their side. But a player like Reza Hendricks brings value. Now, you've got to have a player like him in your lineup to play the situation very well. And that's what we got from him. Innings of a highest responsibility. He's steering the innings forward for his side. Yes, there is a room for conventional batter in this format, without any doubt.
Very fine half century. 7 boundaries. But it's the situation that has made it such a... because he's just watched wickets tumble all around him. I mean, Dambola off 6 down. They were forced to bring their impact player in. That's how concerned Dambola were. They brought Gulbuddin Naib in before the conclusion of their innings so that they could just have a lengthier batting lineup. Granted, it's handy. He's a handy cricketer because he bowls as well, Gulbuddin, so smart what they've done. Russell Arnold indicated that 160 might be a good score. We've seen that there's turn in the pitch, that it's a little bit too paced as well. Firmly struck down the ground. It'll just be a single. So just 3 balls remain of the power blast. Remember those 2 overs where you've got to have the extra fielder up inside the 30-yard circle, and no boundaries have come in the power blast. I didn't think he had got enough. I did not think he had got enough, but he's such a strong man, Gulbuddin.
He gave everything behind that stroke. And because of that power, he was able to send the ball over the boundary line. They needed a boundary, and it was Gulbuddin who fetched it for his side. And there's power blast.
On the wicket here, Shaheen Shah Afridi. This is high as well. High and handsome once more. He can't bowl wide of off stump, Shaheen Shah Afridi, because all the fielders on the offside are up inside that 30-yard circle. So he's forced to try and angle the ball towards middle and leg. And Gulbuddin is just helping himself.
150 on the board with that 6. Back-to-back 6. I don't understand these tactics. If a batter is looking to heave the ball over mid-wicket, that angle is helping the cause of the batter. Why not rely on the natural angle, take the ball away from a batter who is looking to top the ball over mid-wicket?
Into the over, 15 from an expensive 53 for 6. really good crowd in last night for the opening ceremony and the opening game. And when the lights come on, the grounds tend to fill up around Sri Lanka. Easy as you like. Long on, deep mid wicket, picks his spot and hits it for 4.
Not the first time Reza Hendricks has hit the ball in that direction of the bowling of Hasaranga. He sits on the back foot, anything short. He loves them.
Not often we see this. The wickets column for Hasaranga reading 0. And this is over mid-wicket all the way. Well, how handy is this impact player?
They needed a partnership of substance, and they got it. And this partnership has brought some respectability to the total. If you rely on the googlies, a batsman like Gulbadin Naib can be destructive. He prefers that area, and we have seen ball frequenting in that area quite a few times.
23 off the last 6, so the foot's firmly down now. Dumble obviously believed to be difficult to get bowled out. So both Hendricks and Naib are looking to accelerate. Oh, it's 4 more. 4 more. Maybe mid-wicket needs to straighten up a bit because they've pounded that area in this over.
He's been all over the shop when into Hasaranga. And nothing has worked for him. And the previous delivery, he pitched the ball up. Wasn't great thinking. Went for a 6 and then dragged the length shot. And the partnership is not good from Shaheen Shah Afridi. Misfield resulted in a boundary, turning out to be a big over.
Massive 19 from the over already, and everything going towards that leg side. It's the pace off the surface that does Shaheen Shah Afridi. He's going to get another opportunity. He's going to get another opportunity. This one he manages to cut off. So from that final delivery, it's the most expensive one of the innings. 20 coming from it. 173 for 6. Remain in this innings, and Dambulla are sitting very, very pretty indeed. I'm not sure after about 8 or 9 overs anyone thought they would be near this total. And what we've seen is a wise decision to use their impact player a little bit earlier than others may decide. So that was a smart bit of management. That Gulbadin is 41 from 18, and then a high-class T20 knock from a very experienced player in Reza Hendricks. He's unbeaten on 62. They'll want a few more. They've got 2 in men at the crease now. Candy under pressure.
(62 of 33 deliveries. This is brilliant, given the situation they were in.
That'll be a wide. That's strength, isn't it? It's a short ball that, you know, balls leading up to that short delivery, and once he had gotten onto that, timing of the power was evident for all to see.
The reason why he's been his power, he looked to stay inside the line of the deliveries. Now this time around, hits the ball towards covers.
Tashara looking to keep it out of the hitting zone of Gilbert. Bowling it wide of the off stump. Field doesn't change for Reza Henrik, so you would think that the line's going to stay the same, wide of off stump. Henrik's has got lovely touch as well. Don't be surprised if you see him just drop the bat on the ball and try and get it past the man at short third. Not with that, he doesn't need to.
Tashara feeling the pressure. And with the new ball, he looked a different bowler when he picked up a couple of wickets in no time. With the batting side under tremendous pressure. But here, he's faltering.
Reluctant to bowl at the stumps, because if you miss your length against two batters that are in, you're going to pay the price. Just one to mid off, 12 ball.
Now he's one batsman who emphasizes the importance of scoring those singles and doubles in this format of T20, where the other batsmen, they're always looking for boundaries and sixes.
None by the pace. He sees the funny side you can when you're 42 of 20. There's been a couple of wides, but 4 off the over, 4 in the 19th. That's a win so far for Tashara. He'll want to finish this well. Gilbert's thinking, right, is it the wide Yorker or is it pat off the ball? Pace off he goes, up and over, extra cover. There's a man at long off who's able to get round and prevent it from going for 4, but they do get through for 2. He's actually bowled all right to his field. Tashara.
With a similar kind of a delivery, he was able to remove Sajjada Farhan. A slow bouncer. But Gulbuddin attempted it quite nicely. Instead of hitting the ball towards the onside, favored the offside area. The right choice he made.
Very nicely bowled. 7 from the over. This is going to be a tough chase. This is going to be a tough chase. Service is not a bad one. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad one, but it's not quite what we had last night, where the ball came on beautifully. Here we've seen spin for the slow bowlers, and we've seen a little bit of inconsistent pace. Mahesh Teekshana, he will have a say. Ball in hand. Dot to finish, so a good over from Tashara. Just 7 coming from it, and in there were a couple of wides. 1 to go, 180 for 6. Breeze has picked up. That the players will welcome, because it was very steamy there when the coin went up in the air a little bit. earlier. Just a reminder, it was Dinesh Chandamal that called correctly and decided that he would have a back first. They really got going until Louisa Hendricks said, leave this to me, I'll just knock it around, I'll find the occasional boundary. And what's happened is he's 63 or 45. It's a strike rate of 140, and if I asked you, can you remember an attacking stroke, you'd probably say no. That's how efficient it's been.
Winston Benter relied on bowlers' mistakes, and he was ready for those opportunities.
Lost Fernando will bowl the last over of this innings. Gulbadin will be looking for 50. Can he find the one delivery? He's poised on 45. There is a short fine leg, a very, very fine short third. Extra cover and another extra cover. Those are the four men inside that 30-yard circle. Otherwise, everyone is spread far and wide.
Is he going to bowl a bouncer here?
They'll be very satisfied with their score, no matter what happens in this final over, whether it goes for 2 or 3, whether it goes for 15 or 16. I think the Sixers will walk off and they'll feel, you know what, we've got something that we can bowl at here. And Angelo Matthews on the flip side, he'll know that there's work to be done for Candy if they want to register their first win in their first game of this edition of the LPL. Oh, handy for Hendricks.
Wasn't a bad delivery. Low full toss. Thick outside edge. And that's what he was looking for, a boundary, and he got it.
Oh, to be a bowler in T20 cricket at the death. So difficult to protect a single inch of this ground. And the boundaries certainly are behind Reza Hendricks. How he gets it there, he doesn't mind. Long on game. You miss your length, you pay the price.
Quality stroke from Reza Hendricks. Saw the bowler taking the pace off and just topped the ball with a lot of power and timing to clear that fielder on long on. Excellent batting.
More runs, more lovely placement from Hendricks.
It's all about staying one step ahead of the bowler's thinking. He knew he was looking for the Yorker length. Stayed on the leg stump, created that room for himself to be able to make use of that low full toss. This time around, he was in control. The full face of the bat on that occasion beats the fielder.
The partnership is 84 from 45. It is now the highest 7th wicket partnership in LPL history. This is the first year, though, that the impact player has been used. And it's worked a treat here with Gulbadin. Now this man has decided that now is the time to show what I can do. And he brings up the 200 in the most emphatic fashion.
Exciting batting from Reza Hendricks. He's using the depth of the crease. Clears his front leg to be able to hit the ball aerial over long off. Turning out to be a big over. Biggest of this inning so far.
Final delivery. Final delivery of the 20. The Sixers already have 200. And that'll be 4 more. What a final over from Reza Hendricks and the Dumbulla Sixers. 25 is the number they get off the 20th. The Sixers end 205 for 6. What a partnership. 94 of 47 deliveries between Gulbuddin Naib and Reza Hendricks. But I must admit, that is a high quality innings from the South African. 87 not out of just 50 deliveries.
And this gives you the measure how well he batted. Have a look at that stroke. Open the face of the bat at the last moment. You get the timing and the placement. What a knock. What a partnership between these two. And because of this partnership, they've been able to get a formidable total on the board.
His strike rate's more impressive than Hendricks' Gulbuddin Naib, but he certainly played his part as the impact player. 46 from just 23 deliveries. He showed all his power and timing, the all-rounder from Afghanistan. And there were times during this innings where you thought that the Sixers were going to struggle to get to 160. But Hendricks bided his time. He was just looking for an able partner, someone that could support him. He found it in Gulbuddin, and then he showcased his stroke play towards the back end. Scorecard dominated by the final partnership. Yes, Farhan got a start, 23 or 13, but it was Hendricks' 87 and Gulbuddin's 46 that ensured that 205 is the number.
A couple of good partnerships that get you a good total on the board. And that 94 runs partnership made